my scripture. I just need for you to see the bigger picture. Yeah, it's killing me, thrilling me. Tell me what I gotta do for you to stay. I've been thinking to myself, before you go, just stay for a minute. 'Cause we both know that your heart's still in it. Still in it. Still in it.
could swear it's been 700 degrees in here since you came in. I could swear that this room has been running out of air, and now it's starting to spin. You make me feel kind of bad, kind of good, kind of everything, yet it doesn't feel like it should. You make me feel kind of wrong, kind of right, kind of anything, and I would change it if I could. Swear that I'm fainting, I think I'm losing my sight, I swear I'm hitting the floor. I could swear that my stomach just sunk a meter, I'll be dead if I take any more.
Hello everybody and welcome to this show has a name. Fan Art Wednesdays on a Tuesday. I remembered it. It took me a while. I got there though. I got there eventually. Hello everybody. I hope you all are having yourselves a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. We are gonna I just want to say hi. That's it. That's why the camera's here, for me to say hi, and that's it. Hello Sean. Hello Sean. Hello Sean's. Hello Fluid Combo. Hello NANA. Hello Nitro Pete. Hello the God Tech God, sorry. And hello Nightbot. Hello Mashipecha. How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having yourselves a wonderful day. I got myself a beer, cold brew beer. Got my scrubs on. I just got home from work. We are all ready to make you dizzy with this lovely camera, so get ready to be dizzy as we point everything down towards our handy dandy notebook. Oh, there we go. All right, so everything's askew, because why not? Everything's askew, everything's set. So in case you don't know, there was a poll on the interwebs, on the Twitters, to figure out who we were going to do some fan art of this week. And the options were Sean Hufford and Creationist Cat. I can't spell anything, so this stream should already kind of maybe give it away to you who won. It was Creation Cat. It was Creationist Cat. I have pencils somewhere. So Creationist Cat gets some fan art today. I haven't done this in a while, so we're gonna see how good my drawing skills. I'm gonna try to point some light in the general direction of the paper without it being dumb. I think it's gonna be dumb, so we're gonna do it a different way, I think. Yeah, it'll have to do. It'll have to do. Okay. Hopefully things won't get too dark. I will set the turn off the focus here, so that it's not constantly focusing. But we got ourselves a Creationist Cat. I'm sorry, Sean. I was rooting for you. Hopefully I'll get to do this more often, so this will hopefully not be a like a one-time deal, and we're not gonna have Creationist, because we're not gonna have more. I always R&D. I smell rigged vote. Creationist Cat kind of did rig it. I'm not gonna lie. Creationist Cat kind of did go out of his way to make sure that everybody knew that he wanted some fan art. So he kind of did rig it. So I have kind of an idea of what we're gonna do. But if you're here, if you're new to this, oh my goodness, I don't want you there. Okay. If you're new to this, we sit around and draw and talk about nonsense that's happened in the real world around us, and that's more or less what this stream is. So. Yeah, that's what we'll do today. So the pose that I have, I wanted the Creationist Cat to be a little cuter today. So the pose that I had is kind of, and we're gonna try some fun poses again. We haven't done fun poses in a while, but we're gonna try a little fun pose here. Well, we'll have the camera kind of looking down on Creationist Cat. Of course, hello Shane, how are you? you probably should have bribed the poll goers. You probably should have. Or you know, done that other thing. What was that other thing that that's really popular to do right now? Get rid of a bunch of people who are registered to vote, and then you would have won. That's how we win around here. Oh, that's why that's off. I should finish the face before I get like too excited. Haha! I made like a ball, and then I was like, yeah, that's all we need. We just need a ball, right? We don't need anything else. So we'll try to get ourselves some nice, there we go, some nice cheekbones on our Creationist Cat. So Creationist Cat, if you don't know, is fucking awesome. And if you are not somehow subscribed to me, or somehow watching this and not subscribed to him, I don't know why. You should maybe go get subscribed to him, because he is the absolute, like, he is so fucking cool. He does a lot of really great videos on actually a lot of things, mostly politics as of late, which I'm not gonna go against. I think that's cool. Hello, Marty Rules. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I could visit your stream if you don't have much time, but I love your entertainment. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Hello, little professor. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate people stopping by to say hi. Even if you can't stick around, you know, hang out. So yes, more about Creationist Cat. So Creationist Cat is YouTuber, does a lot of really cool stuff, mostly on politics. And if you're not, honestly, I'm going to say this, if you're not like a crazy liberal, then you probably aren't going to like his content. I know, well, I shouldn't say that, because Creationist Cat himself is, he's a flat earther, not a flat earther, he's a plump earther, which is flat on top and pleasantly plump on the bottom. So it's like, so we got a nice disc on top, and then, you know, pleasantly plump on the bottom, and then all the continents and shit over here. So there's a continent of some descript and another one. And then maybe turtles. So maybe some turtle action going on down here, potentially, but that's unknown. So he's a plump earther. He's also obviously a creationist, and a cat, as the name would suggest. So all of those things, but his evil human slave does do quite a few sort of more left-wing leaning videos. So if you're not into that, he might not be your cup of tea, but he's still really funny. And I think he does a really good job at pointing out sort of a lot of the silly things that happen in the world. I think he does a really good job with that. Okay. So we're gonna go for this sort of what I'm thinking here, and trying to get some hip action here going. And I get the feeling your torso does not seem right. Flip dome. What are you gonna call it? It's a plump earth. Plump. Potentially turtles. All the way to the bottom. So I know that Orphan Red once tried to get to debate Creationist Cat. Probably, honestly, probably because no one's paying attention to her anymore. And Creationist Cat kind of shot her down, which is fine. Sorry, Orphan Red. So I thought that was kind of funny. I think it would have been great, though. I think a nice, you know, discussion between Orphan Red and Creationist Cat would be just, you know, would be something for the ages. I think. Let's see if we can get some leg action. We'll get some knees going here. So this is more or less, but I'm not liking it. I'm not liking this pose. I like the top bit of the pose, but not the bottom bit so far. Feel like we'll do like, well, Creationist Cat is gonna be I think a little bit more open for business. So we do need Orphan Blue videos. Orphan Red, if you ever watch my stuff, please make Orphan Blue videos again. They are the tits. I did not mean to say that. And I did. Um, um, yeah, you should. I think they were funny. Probably not in the way that you intended them to be funny, but they were. And I do entirely regret not downloading those when you had them out. I think I really, really, truly do regret not doing that. So yeah, you should make more of those videos. Probably be a good thing for you. Honestly, I don't know. I think I shouldn't be so mean to her, because it seems like she's having YouTube problems. Like, now that the novelty of Orphan Red has worn off, she's not doing so hot on the YouTube side of things, which is really her own problem. But I shouldn't be so harsh on her. I probably should, though, because you say some silly shit. Orphan Red, I wouldn't be so harsh on you if you didn't say silly shit all the time, but you do. Okay, so this Creationist Cat is like I said, she is definitely open for business. We're gonna have a very open bit there. Some kneecaps. There we go. Okay. So, important things about Creationist Cats that apparently needs to be involved. Her laugh did her in, probably. I mean, at least I tried to be nice and teach something. I know, I tried. So, yeah. You're probably right. Okay. So, important things about Creationist Cat. So, what do we want to add to this, besides the obvious things that are going to get added, like boobs? So boobs will definitely get added, right? But I don't have Eager Fan Art Wednesday. It's Taco Tuesday. Oh, I do want some tacos. Which screen? I have too many screens now. Let's go to this screen real quick, and we'll look up some Creationist Cat here. Creationist Cat. Nope. Not creatine. Creationist Cat. There we go. Some Creationist Cat images to see what we got here. What we got to work with. We'll work with this one. That's a pretty good. So okay. So Creationist Cat, obviously zapped through the internet by Jesus to fight all the atheists on the internets. So we are obviously we are definitely gonna veer into cat girl territory. If you're not comfortable by that, I'm sorry. Sorry for your loss. But we need cats. This is cat after all. So we are definitely gonna be in cat girl territory today. Before I even contemplated doing this, my wife and I kind of talked about whether I should or not, like, because I'm kind of getting a little close to the furry thing here. Not that I got anything against you furries. If you're a furry, whatever you do in your bedroom is none of my beeswax. And then my wife pointed out that I have a sexy octopus up on my wall, so maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental about it. So. My wife, I don't know if she approves of this, but she definitely does not approve of it. So, take that for take that as you wish. Okay, so we got cat ears. Cat ears have to happen. And then of course, the other thing that we're gonna need is going to be a halo, because we can't have a good Creationist Cat without a halo. So that gives us that part. We're gonna have nose around here-ish area, and then we're gonna try to really make some big eyes for our lovely Creationist. So yeah, so what else do we need to add? So there's definitely some fur markings that are definitely aimed at that are unique to Creationist Cat himself, herself. Go as full J-pop kawaii on this one. Go full J-pop kawaii. Do I have to change the eyes? Let's see, what do I have kawaii? And I'm gonna have to look. Maybe I gotta look up some kawaii eyes. Okay, let's look up some kawaii eyes. And maybe we'll do that. I like that idea. Let's change up the eye here. Oops, not where I want. I want to go here, and we're gonna do kawaii. Why not? Why not? Let's just go full everything here. I did do a Google search for cat girl, and only slightly regretted it. Not 100% regretted it. Okay, so while that search maybe works, we'll try to get some other important bits here taken care of as well. Let's go here. Nope, don't want you anymore. There we go. Want this. Oh, things break. Nope, don't break. Don't break on me. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So, of course, we got the main event, which is the reason you all came here. So, I think we're gonna try to make these a little bit perkier than usual. We usually go for like the taddest bit of realism. I think today we're gonna try to break all the laws of physics. I think today, because why not, right? Right? Can't do the show without it. Man, you're just not doing well with the kawaii, my friend there. Okay. Let's try it over here. Nope, not that tab. New tab. Kawaii. Oh, there's a kawaii cat came up on Google. I feel like I shouldn't. Oh, that's adorable. But not what I want. There is, by the way, in case you don't know, Minecraft has like a contest going on to add cats to a new cat to their lineup of cat mobs, and if you tweet a picture of your cat, you get entered. So I really want to enter Hobbs in. So I'm gonna try to find like the kawaii girl. Let's try just eyes, because I think it's the eyes that they're gonna make it here. There we go. Kind of like this set. This set has cats in it. I found a set of eyes on the internets with cats in the eyes, which I think is just the best. Big fucking eyes. Look at this. Oh, goodness. They are super round, too. Okay, super big round eyes. Let's try to make them just... Goodness gracious. Okay, we'll get some eyelash going here. There we go. Like that, like that. Those are just temporary eyelashes while I more or less figure out what we're gonna do here. There we go. And then big eyes, big ol' eyeballs on the inside of that. Like this. So since this is Creationist Cat, so the picture that I found has like big ol' kawaii eyeballs. Should scare creepers. Yes, they should. They should be Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat. Well, I'm not sure that the Creationist Cat is grumpy. So I'm thinking, since this is Creationist Cat, right? And he's obviously chosen by our Lord and Savior to debate us. Should we do little crosses for eyeballs? If I can even draw a cross today. There we go. Or is that too much, guys? Little eyeball crosses. What do you think? Eyeball crosses? No eyeball crosses? We can do little other things. We also got to figure out a hairstyle, and we got to figure out an outfit. So those are also things that need to be figured out while we're doing all the figuring out of all the things. We got to figure out. Let's get this right there. We got to figure out the hairstyle that Creationist Cat will have, and how much and what clothes Creationist Cat will wear. So I do like this sort of going full big eye kawaii thing. That's a good idea. I think that's brilliant. So we'll do that. Work on the halo for a little bit while we figure things out. There we go. Okay. That could work. The eyes are really open territory for the drawing style. It's true. So we could, okay. So if we're okay with that, we'll fix these up a little bit so that they're just a little bit less. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's not bad. With our little nose. All right. We got some. Let's go back to some kawaii references here. Kawaii references. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so we got you don't have ears, which I don't really like. You have a lot of funny ears. Oh, I guess the ears are up here. What am I thinking? Okay, so ears are up here. Gosh darn it, R&D. You already drew the ears. Here I am trying to draw more ears. Should the ears be further out, or are they okay up there? I don't know where ears belong on a fictional cat person. I almost feel like they should be a little bit further out, especially this one. Like, I feel like it's just a little bit too much on top of the head. Like, it should be more like here. So here's the sign, so the ears would go like this, and then it gets slightly covered up by the halo. And then we'll do the same thing over here, where we kind of just move the ears a little bit. There we go. Is that it? I don't know if that's it. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it either. Man, positioning fake ears is a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Mostly because the halo is in the way. Halo, you turned out to be in the way. So let's erase that. Okay, let's start with this one. So ears, typically on a humans, the ears would go like that, right? This is a cat humans, so we'll do ears like that. Okay. There we go. That's better. That makes me feel better about my life. Okay. And we'll do the little puffs of hair in there, and then this ear. Like that. You're still gonna get covered up a little bit by skull. There we go. There we go. That I'm happier with. Okay. And then you also get your little tufts of hair. Like that. Okay. There we go. That makes me feel better. And then we'll make the halo. It's gonna be you're gonna get demoted, Creationist Cat, with your halo. And we'll make your halo just a little bit smaller so it doesn't cover up our beautiful ears. Okay. So what kind of hairstyle does Creationist Cat wear? That is our next question. So we could try some short hair, some long hair. Want it to be curly, straight. I think. Let's see. Where are you at, Creationist Cat? There we go. It looks like we're gonna have to. I mean, most of it is just gonna be a color thing. If it's gonna be like brown or what color we're gonna work with. So that's gonna be kind of the big deal maker there. But let's try to find a cute little mouth for you. Oh, I feel dirty saying that. I never want to say that sentence again in my life. Oh goodness. Should we try this one? Nice big, yeah, why not, right? Why not? God, this show, every time I do it, I don't even know why I keep doing this show. Every time I do it, I feel slightly grosser than the last time I did it. There we go. Oh my, that is terrifying. That is a terrifying drawing. Are you not sure that I like what I've created? Oh god, this is awful. I both love it and I'm terrified at what I've done. Oh goodness. Kawaii is mildly terrifying. It is apparently it is mildly terrifying. Okay. Hair time. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Please don't stop loving me, Creationist Cat, after doing this. That's all that I asked for. Okay. I kinda, so I'm looking at pictures of God, I'm looking at pictures of anime girls. To try, okay. So I did, one of the kawaii girls that showed up is Rem from ReZero, and I kind of like her hairstyle, and that might actually be kind of interesting to have. And I'm gonna be I'm slightly terrified of looking up Rem because I know what's out there, as far as images of Rem is. Yep. Mostly came to the right conclusion there. Okay. Let's one with she doesn't cover up both her eyes. Like this one. That's a good one. Okay. So Rem has pretty straight hair for the most part. Oh goodness, this is just terrifying. I am just, oh goodness. So kind of cover up a little bit of the top of her hair there. Hi, buddy. You gonna give your opinion on Sexy Creationist Cat, or what are we here for today? Well, we're here to you see that someone else is getting attention and you're not okay with it. So there's that kind of hair. I'm not sure if I like it on Creationist Cat at all, actually. Not remotely. No, buddy. Please don't bite my pencil. I know. It's super fascinating. Everything's super fascinating. I know. So let's not do that one. I'm not as happy with that as I thought I'd be. I'm gonna have to move you. There's no way that you can sit up there. I'm gonna go for I think maybe more curly hair. I'm gonna find someone here with some curly hair that I can draw some inspiration from. Ooh, I like this one. Ah, yes. As you can see, my drawing is coming along very nicely. This is a very detailed fur that we got here. Took me forever to master drawing fur this detailed. But you know, you're welcome. Shobit's hair. Ooh, Shobit's hair. I know Hobbs is a diva. Oh, Chobits. Do I still have the Chobits? No, I don't. I gave them away. Chobits do have good hair, don't they? Chobits. Let's see. Images. Oh, another picture. Another thing I'm gonna regret. Always regret anime things that I Google. Okay. Okay, that could potentially work. Yeah, we could maybe work with that. All right, buddy. I love you, but we gotta get off. We gotta get off. How's the music, by the way? Is it too quiet? Too loud? Oh my goodness, you are such a diva. I know that I'm drawing another cat that isn't you, but you gotta move, buddy. Oh god, this thing's terrifying. Okay. Oh my goodness, how am I gonna draw this? We're gonna start with. I kind of wanted to have one of these things here. There we go, like that, like that. Seriously, you were that angry? You decided to knock over my eraser. All right, whatever, buddy. You know what? Sometimes you don't always get all the attention, and you just have to live with that fact, buddy. That's it. Like, I can't help you with that. We know that you think that you are super duper important and whatnots, but right now, like, I gotta do this. I'm doing a drawing, so I can't pay attention to you. Oh my goodness, this is the most terrifying. This is easily like compared to like fucking Purple Dance Squid Lady, and all the other weird ass shit I've drawn. This is full out scaring me. Oh my goodness. Okay, we go like that. We're gonna give you some curly hair, some long curly hair. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we got some curly hair. I'll add more curls to it as we add detail, but we have more or less an idea of what we got. I would read your comments if you're commenting in chat, but Hobbs has decided that Hobbs has decided to sit in front of my tablet, so I can't read the comments. He is definitely not taking this whole not being the center of attention thing very well at all. So that's a thing. Okay. So we figured out hair. We figured out ears, more or less. Now we got to figure out the other important aspect of this, which is what we're going to do for clothes. So what kind of clothes does Creationist Cat wear? I know what kind of clothes Vadim wears, but not Creationist Cat. Obviously he wears fur, but this is YouTube, so we can't have nakedness. Buddy, I would really like to read the chat. Really, I would. I know, it was such a good boy. It was such a good boy. I know, it was such a good boy. You are a good boy. But can I read the chat? No? Okay. The things that I do to not piss you off, cat. Oh, drop my keyboard apparently. Okay. All right, so Clever Hobbs, he is a clever one. He is super duper. Could be increased a bit on the volume. Okay, we will try. Under here somewhere is a mouse pad and a mouse. Alright, let's see if that works better for you music-wise. How about is school sailor is certainly fitting here? Like, it's true. It would be fitting, but does it fit Creationist Cat? That's the real question. Remember, we gotta make this for Creationist Cat. So what does a cat who goes around the internet debunking atheists, what does he wear? That is the question we should be asking ourselves. And then from there we can really decide. Oh my goodness, can I it's not foreshadow, it's for something. There's a word for this technique that I suck at. Where you where like limbs. Okay, so it's bigger here, and then as we go. Okay, let's try this number twice. Let's try this again with this arm here. There we go. Got a very muscular lady here. Foreshortening, thank you. I know my art terms. I actually wanted to take an art class this past semester, but the only art class that was open was, I think, conflicted with my psychology class, so I ended up not taking it. And I really can't next semester. I can't really take an art class next semester. I gotta focus on taking a lecture and a lab for next semester. So I think I'll be spending a decent amount of time doing studies and stuff, which is not like I don't spend a decent amount of time doing studies and stuff. But a little bit more than I already am on studies, so that'll be fun if I can get into the classes, which is honestly my biggest problem right now. So today I should be in class. The reason that I can do this right now is because I am apparently I'm on fall break right now, so that's a thing that apparently happens in the fall. So I'm on fall break, and I didn't really realize it that I was on fall break. And because of my schedule, I actually have to take about an hour off of work on Tuesdays to go to class. And my work is really good about letting us take time off to go to school. But now I'm in because of this. Whatever, because we don't have class today, I still got off early because I'm still scheduled to get off early, but I didn't actually have to go to class. So I decided to come home, and my wife was like, you haven't done fan art Wednesdays in a while, you should do that again. So this whole thing was mostly my wife's idea. So if you are happy with whatever, you can thank the missus for doing that. I'm gonna try to maybe move the camera down a little bit here so that you can see a little bit more of her and less of the top of my paper. There we go. A Catholic school jumper. Ooh, Catholic schoolgirl. Do we want to go Catholic schoolgirl? Are you Catholic, Creationist Cat? That is a good question. Nobody. Don't do that, please. Please don't eat my pencil. I need it. I know that you think that I'm ignoring you, and that's because I am, but you still can't be a dick about it. Okay, we'll give you fingers here in a second. Those aren't hands, by the way. Those are just like there'll be fingers here. We'll make them not look weird. It's a placeholder. It's a placeholder for this. Okay. So, I had an idea, and I'm not sure if we should go for it or not. God, that's a terrible idea. Because it will reveal what kind of anime I watch if I say it. Wow, your wife lets you do your own thing? My wife lets me do whatever I want for the most part. I let her do whatever she wants to. It's great. We have a great marriage. We get along great. Okay, so I like the schoolgirl uniform. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. And I'm gonna have to look up a schoolgirl uniform, and that's, I feel like, oh god, this is gonna really school. Oh god, this is how you end up on lists, people. Oh goodness, school girl costume. Let's see if there's costume, because then I hope there's like some adult images as opposed to like, well, not just adult in content, but like adults are posing, and then I feel less dirty. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of adults here. So a lot of them have the plaid skirt. Oh, I like this one. Ooh. Oh, I like this one. Okay, this one might win. I'm not sure if I can draw the plaid or the pleats, but we can definitely try. Okay, but I do like this one. Okay, so it's, oh god, I feel every time I feel dirty when I do these things. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Are you watching my pencil on the screen, buddy? That's funny. Okay, so obviously the most important thing. No, don't eat that. Oh, buddy, you're such a pain in the butt all the time. Is that we have to have a nice nice collar for a tie, because there's no way to have one of these that doesn't include a tie, right? Does it need to include a tie? No, it doesn't need to include a tie, because I don't want the tie to cover up anything. So we're not going to do a tie. No, we won't do a tie. We'll do have it be a little bit open and a little bit open here, obviously, because it needs to be, right? Because that's the important part. And then it'll button to a single button. There'll probably be other buttons hanging around, but it'll have the important button right there. Okay. Oh, sorry, we're trying to read the chat and do other things. Some juniors have a coat of arms on them, do they? Huh. I don't know what kind of coats of arms I could put on this one. Okay, so we'll do. I got a bunch of Halloween costumes when I looked this up. Okay, so I kind of like that one. Let's see if we can find something just a little bit better of a picture. It's a little bit too not school uniformy enough. It's just like just a lady not wearing clothes. Okay, this one seems to have this is more like a prep school uniform, which I'm okay with. Yeah, but she's got the tie, and I don't want to do the tie. I really don't. But we will do the collar like that. Like that. Like that. Okay. Little collar. There we go. There we go. Collar, collar. There we go. So my mother-in-law was here over the weekend, and in case you don't know, I have like all of my all of my fan art like hanging above my desk, and it's always super awkward to have people come over and visit, and me having to explain why I have sexy octopuses and half-dressed geostrebbers hanging around my desk. So that's always a fun conversation. She didn't say too much about it. She just kind of enjoyed the fact that she could see the desk where I do all the shows and stuff. So that was fun. But anytime I have visitors over, it's like why are there half-dressed ladies hanging up on your desk? Because that's what I do. Okay, so this is looking pretty good so far. Let me straighten that line out just a little bit, and there we go. And then we'll have it be. We'll have some buttons go down the. Yeah, that's fine. Some buttons go down the middle here until we get to the skirt. Okay, so the skirt, we will do one of these dealios where somehow magically the skirt knows exactly where to fall, so that we don't get too much of a peek. There we go. Magic skirt. Magic skirt. Magic skirt. There we go. We'll add some pleats to that skirt here in a second. Oh, a pretty neat song. Sorry, should go back to the chat instead of just staring at things. Yeah, one of these days I'll probably have like, I don't know. I have a lot of rather prudish friends. Which I don't know why I get along with my prudish friends, but I do. They're wonderful people. I shouldn't talk too much shit about them because they're actually very, very wonderful people. But they're very prudish, and they would definitely not understand why I do things like this, why I have like sexy fan art, or why I do a show, or why, you know, any of this. And I'm sure they would be absolutely appalled by my content and my everything. But they're still my friends, so if they ever come over to visit, I don't know how I'm gonna explain anything, honestly. This is also why I don't share my hobby with people at like work or people at that I know, because I'm gonna make you slightly less muscular here, just so that, you know, we get more of that kawaii going here. I talk about them, and then they don't, I don't know. I feel like they don't quite understand the reasons why I do the things that I do, and I don't feel like explaining them. Okay. All right. So, oh, these arms look so weird. Okay, we gotta fix arms soon. Okay. Gotta fix some arms here. Let's see if we. Okay. So. We'll get, okay, we got 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, and a thumb. Does that look weird? Fuck yeah, it does. God, I hate hands. This was a terrible idea. I really don't do well with this. I tell my friends to, if you don't like, fuck off. I know, right? Hey, Factor, how you doing? You wanna have your prudish friends give you funny looks? Show them the sample pics I sent you. I know, right? I was talking about you last, like a week or so ago. I did a little stream to sort of read a single comment, and I don't remember who. But someone in this stream was, we were talking about gender, because that's always fun. And his whole contention about genders is you're the genders that, you know, which you have the dangly bits for, was more or less what he was going on and on about. Someone in the chat. And I really wanted him I really wanted to hear his opinion about you, and you know, Yeah, because I feel like that would be a thing that you don't get to, you know, you don't get to hear very often. I don't know about these arms. I don't know if I can foreshorten. Goddamn. I got all kinds of dangly bits. I know, right? God, I can't foreshorten for shit. Okay. I might give up on the foreshortening. Because I can't. Oh, God. I can't foreshorten. I can't, like, these arms look so fucking weird. Now that's a big fucking finger. Sorry, now I'm going all quiet because I'm just struggling with this. The struggle is real with this, with these hands and these. I can't do it. Can't do it. Boys have penis, girls have vagina. It's Shane, huh? R&D cut and paste. I wish I could, right? Oh goodness. Hi Factard, how are you doing? Goodness. When one does that, the suffering struggle is always real. I know, I can't. Sorry, now I'm just staring at my hands to try to do the hand thing. You know, my big burly hands are a good example of this. Okay, so let's try slightly different. We'll go like this, slightly out for the thumb, and then down for the next finger, and then nope, don't fuck it up yet. You're looking good so far, R&D. Looking good so far. Bit of a bigger middle finger, and then slightly hidden and a slightly hidden. Okay, that's looking better. Not perfect, but better. But I think we can fix it not by fucking up with the hand some more. That thumb is so large, so unnecessarily large for a thumb. Goodness, I'm gonna give up and give this person some thought, some pause. We might give you pause, because I think I might be able to draw pause better than I can hands. Nope. Okay. Sorry, and I'm trying not to be all quiet about this, but this genuinely gives me anxiety to get this done. Okay, sorry, I went all quiet because I was focused. How does that look? Okay, that doesn't look awful. That doesn't look awful. So if we pretend that we have a floor, right? So we have floor. Okay. I'm feeling better. About this. Feeling a little bit better about this. Okay, there we go. Okay, starting to feel a little bit better about this. Those hands. Not sure I'm happy with them, but the sleeve at the wrist is storing. Oh, Hannah, make it a straight line. Okay. So you said make it a straight line, then I fucking curved it. Okay. Go with that for a second. I'm gonna I'm gonna take a break from it and add some pleats to her skirt here. Add the pleats, add the pleats. See if I remember how to add pleats. I did it for some other drawing that I have up here. I did some pleats. And they turned out okay. There we go. A little bit better. The arm is a cylinder, not a plank. Don't make it straight. Wrist cuff. That wasn't straight. You said straight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like that. Okay, we're gonna move from that arm. We're gonna move over to this arm real quick. Gonna get that in. Get some finger. Oh, that finger's looking mighty sexy. Finger number dos. Finger number tres. Finger number 4. There we go. Ah, I'm actually happier with the second one than I am with the first one. Maybe that's what I need to do, is just add some curves to things. The fingers. Then I'm not as unhappy with them. Make that one less pointy. Oh god, I can't focus. There we go. Oh, almost happy. There we go. A little bit better. Lol, the guy that draws all the boobs keeps saying he needs to add curves. I know, right? Ha ha ha. Now, the part legs. Yeah, we gotta fix some legs. Okay. So, there's obviously some things that we gotta do with the legs. Which are, do we want stockings? Which I think, hopefully the answer will be yes. Yes, of course we want stockings. What is wrong with you, R&D? So, trying to find through my library of pictures if I have some, somewhere, some stockings anywhere that we could use for this. Ooh, is that a pleated skirt? Oh, that is a pleated skirt. Yes, of course, stockings. Hello, Bullwinkle. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, of course, stockings, and of course, this skirt needs a little bit of fixing here. Just a little bit. So, skirt will do pleat, and then pleat, and then pleat, and then not pleat. And then like that, and then that's going to get shaded in like that. That's the inside. Okay. Okay, legs. Legs. Okay, I'm trying to look for some stockings. I'm genuinely trying to look for some stockings. But I'm not really finding any that I have, like, super available at the moment. Nope. Okay. Time to Google stockings, apparently. I don't think I have any that I can really use. Let's see, stockings. So, besides that, what else are we missing in this picture? We are missing, so we got the jacket done. We got hands that I am about as comfortable having as I'm gonna ever be with hands. We're gonna have some leg action going here. So just like black stockings are pretty simple to get, but of course that's not. We also need, of course, a girdle, because that's how stockings work in real life. Ooh, I like this one. That's a nice little one. Okay, so we can do something like this where we have like the upper. There we go. We have like the upper leg here. All right. Okay. And then we'll have a little bit of fanciness. And then we'll do the same thing over here. have the upper leg right there. Make that leg just a little bit thicker. There we go. This might save me the hassle of having to draw shoes too, which I would be okay with. I am not much for drawing the shoes. We got a little bit of fanciness here, like that. There we go. And then we can do a pattern here. But I think I might save the pattern for later, because I think I think some of that pattern is gonna have to happen with some shading more than anything else. We'll make that knee just a little bit shallower. There we go. Get that leg. There we go. Gotta get a good solid knee on her. You can't have a cat girl without a good solid knee. That's just not how that works. Good solid knee on her. There we go. Get that to be a little bit skinnier as we back off. There we go. There we go. That leg. That leg looks fucked up. Fucked up that leg a little. I think if you're going to be cute, look like legs that they are now. Hands positioned between thighs, leaning forward and looking up at the camera. Men do not know how to put on stockings. It's true, I don't know how to put on stockings. I never have. No, I've never had to put on stockings. So I really don't know how to put them on. That is very true, my friend. There's a few things that I know how to do. Like I know how to put on makeup for the most part. But I haven't put on makeup in a very long time, so I probably do fairly terrible at it. That's a broken leg right there. So I probably do fairly bad if I tried to do it nowadays. But I did do a little bit of theater, so I didn't used to know how to put on makeup decently well. Probably nowhere near as well as my lady friends, but you know, I could help out at parties and stuff. But that's been a while since I've been able to do that. So nowadays I don't usually. I feel like this leg should. I feel like the leg should be further back. Like they really should be like more like back here. Like she's really kneeling. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Rather than, but I feel like that would also be awkward. I feel like there's a lot of awkwardness here. Currently on the road to finish the Atlas 551. Got a 2 P900s camera and a P1000. Tis gonna be real. That sounds amazing. I hope you get some really good shots there, my friend. How's that debate thing going? I know I saw that you're gonna debate somebody, but I hadn't kept up with the news of who or what you're debating. I'm assuming flat Earth stuff. Either way, I'm looking forward to that. I did sort of I watched your part of Jeranism's of your debate with Jeranism, and that was good. Your part, Jeranism's part was just the worst. Like there was no getting around it. How bad it was. So I kind of skipped through most of his. But your part, you did a great job. You did a really great job on that debate. I thought you were eloquent. Your presentation was spot on. It was pretty great to watch you do it. Jeranism, I just don't know what to like. Jeranism that was awful. Like, there's no getting around how just awful that was. So that was a thing. Sunday at 9 p.m. Davis called No Concepts will be on the Non Sequitur show. Yes. Well, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. I probably will watch it live. I'm assuming that's 9 p.m. Eastern, right? Because that's your time zone, and not Central. It's my time zone. Yeah, Eastern. So cool. Everybody who's here, you should go watch that on Sunday. That'll be way after my show, so it'll be good. Oh my goodness, I feel like I had the foot down and then I cocked it up by trying to make it more feminine. Like, I feel like I'm missing something here, and I don't know what. I'm a bit happier with that foot. Extremities. Me and Extremities just don't get along. Jism just doesn't want to admit he is wrong. That is what it boils down to. I know, right? I feel like that's what it boils down to with a lot of these flat Earth and other nonsense people. Is just, it's okay to be wrong, guys. I'm wrong all the time. I admit it, and then I move on with my life. And that's okay. It's okay. It's better to be wrong and admitting that you're wrong than to continue to pretend like you're not wrong. That is by far a much, much worse way to do things, is to sit around and still continue to pretend that you're wrong. Because then you just look super stupid. Like, not gonna lie, Jism, you look really dumb. Just because you don't want to admit that you cock something up. And you really shouldn't be ashamed about making mistakes. We all make mistakes. Jism, we all make them. It's okay. Also, I find it funny because it's Jism who's the one who constantly says that, like, then, you know, he's not to listen to him because he's a person and he makes mistakes, or he could be wrong and shit, and is like the last person who's gonna admit that he did something wrong or said something wrong. I find that to be quite hilarious. I don't even think he understands the irony of that. Let's go with irony. I don't even think he understands the irony of what he's saying. All right, so we are pretty good there. Okay, I'm not. God, these legs. I feel like if I sit around, I could work on these legs for the rest of my life, and I will never ever be happy with them. So. Let's not do that. What else do we need to add to make this Creationist Cat? So the hair is gonna have to be the Creationist Cat. So some people don't believe you, R&D. Of course you can be wrong. After all, you are drawing the wrong person. It's true. I need help making a video. I want to take a short Orphan Red video and do nothing to it other than putting Woodpecker on her head. Oh, if I could do that, I would. Hello, Flo Plus. How are you? How are Hobbs and Emma? Are there still flat earthers in the U.S.? In Germany, the FA community is practically dead. Well, that's good. Unfortunately, the U.S. is full of very, very dumb people who like to give away their money to people. So, yes, flat earthers still exist. I hear Jism lives in California now. I think that's where he lives now. So California is my home state, and I will say this much about it: if you ever want to dupe people, California is a good state to go to. People are super dumb there. As a former Californian, I can tell you, people are just not. No. Especially when it comes to the woo stuff. They will jump down the woo train quite readily, without really a second thought to it. Okay, what else do we need besides I'm not sure about these legs, but I'm not sure I will ever be able to figure out these legs, honestly. Like, I think these legs will always just, you know, be my downfall. So besides legs and hands, what else does this picture need? I feel like knowing my anatomy, we got one there and then one here. And I feel like this one here needs to either be covered up or I'm just doing anatomy wrong. So, we might need to just curve this a little bit more like that. There we go. I don't like that though. I don't like that. I like the original curve of it, but I also understand my anatomy. So, how do we cover that up? Yeah, but bras are going to cover up the rest of it, and that's the problem with that. So I don't want to do a bra. I thought about it, but if I do a bra, then I'm going to cover up like more of this image than I want. So I think we are just going to have to do like that, and then like scoot everything in just a little bit closer like that, and then maybe just as a tease. There we go. That's not a nipple, that's just slightly differently colored bit of skin. YouTube, please don't ban my videos, because that's not a nipple. If it makes you feel better, it might be a male nipple, because it is a cat. So it is a male cat after all. So male nipple. So there, I've outwitted you. Obviously, I have obviously outwitted you. I never got. I'm sure that Red has left, but I never got Red's opinion on his fan art. You got some. I spent quite a bit on it. Not all bras. Not all bras cover things up, that's true. Not quite right, R&D. They don't actually point directly forward. That's not directly forward, it's just the way that I'm facing it. Right? So like I said, like this one's here, right? So it's pointing in this direction. This one's here, and it's pointing, you know, you would know, I guess, better than me. Or would it be closer to here now? Can I erase the T's? Okay, so the fun will go on. I guess it's because there are no more religious people in the U.S. I never met creationists in real life. I don't think I have missed something. My wife used to be a creationist when I met her. Just goes to show you how much I love that woman. She was a creationist. And then she met me. She was a Christian, and then she met me. We had a lot of very long and difficult conversations about religion before she settled on being an atheist, which is where she ended up at. And now she's not like super. I think she's kind of, if you don't know, and if you ever were religious, you probably understand this. But if you were ever religious and then you sort of realized how stupid religion is, you probably went through a lot of the similar phases that a lot of people go through, and at first you're kind of very strongly opinionated about things, and then you sort of slowly not become less opinionated, but you become less firebrandy about it. And so my wife has, I think, gone past the firebrandy part of being an atheist, and she's more, religion still pisses her off, but it doesn't piss her off as much as it used to. There was definitely a point. I think I'm fairly happy with this, so we're gonna sit here and do some markers on it. There was definitely a point where she was a lot more angry about what religion had taught her, and how, you know, religion had not ruined her life or anything, but had made her life a lot more difficult than it needed to be. That's not a pen. And she's kind of gotten past that a little bit, but still is, you know, rightfully angry when stupid shit happens because of religion. But I think we all kind of go through those phases. Oh man, Bullwinkle, that's too bad. Oh, what did Bullwinkle say? Sometimes they point up. My brother and sister think the Earth is 6,000 years old. We don't talk much. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Where is the tail? Son of a bitch. We can't have a creationist cat without a tail. Okay. So, tail. This way? This way. Okay. Tail. Why can't I tail? Why am I struggling with tails today? Huh. I also gotta make a floor here, so that things can sort of sit more properly. This is honestly one of the most oddly proportioned drawings I've done. But I'm trying to be adventurous about things. Best pencil case ever, the dinosaur? Yeah, I love the dinosaur. He's awesome. He's pretty great. I take him to school with me like a fucking loser that I am. I love it. I do seem to get quite a few looks from my fellow students. But you know what? I don't care. I'm too fucking old to care about looking good. And for like a solid, I don't know, month, I would show up to class. Like I would take a change of clothes to class, not to class, to work. Because in case you don't know, or in case you weren't here for the beginning of the show, I wear scrubs to work. So it's a little awkward to walk around like in real life with scrubs on. Like I don't personally like doing it. And so I will, for like the first month when school started, I would change at work and then wear like jeans and a t-shirt. And then it just became more and more difficult to do that. So I haven't stopped. I still will every once in a while, but like I care less and less about like showing up to work or to class in scrubs, and just like, you know what? I'm old and I'm in college and I wear scrubs and you all got to deal with it. It's not a fashion statement. It's that I was just at work and I need to wear this to work. So suck it. I'm also way too old to be in that class. There we go. That's a good tale. I met a real flat earther chemtrail person. It was describing my videos and she went berserk. Oh goodness. I have I don't even know if we're friends anymore on the Facebook. But one of my high school teachers, what teacher was he? God, what was he? What did he teach? A theater teacher. The theater teacher was friends with me on Facebook for a long time, and I'm not sure if he is still friends. We're still friends on Facebook or not. I don't think so. I think I kind of ruined that relationship because I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand just sitting around listening to he did a lot of the chemtrail stuff all the time. There's a good bit in California where there was a drought, and he would show pictures of like, so if you don't know, a lot of California has mountains on it. There's a big strip of mountains that go down part of it. So you have like you have California, you know, more or less, and then you have mountains that kind of go down the middle of California this way, and so you'll have a lot of rain sort of happen in this area, and then not a lot of rain happen in this area. And the reason for that is this is called a rain shadow. So as clouds kind of move in from this end, once they can't really, as they move upward, up over the mountains, they cool off and they drop off their rain on the western side of the mountains. So when the hot air or the air makes it to the other side, there's no more moisture left. All of it has been dropped like at the top of the mountains or right at the western side of the mountains. That's how rain shadow works. And so he would show he'd show clips of like, or not clips, but pictures of like, look, there's all this rain falling right here, but there's no rain falling on this end of the of California. And then he'd blame all of that on chemtrails, and it got so ridiculous that he kept doing that. It was, after a while of me pointing out how chemtrails are bullshit and he had no evidence for what he was doing, And he kept doing stupid chemtrail stuff that I ended up blocking him on Facebook, or not blocking him, doing that thing where, like, you know, I don't have to see his post anymore. And since then, I don't really know if he's even kept up as being friends. I don't really use Facebook anyway. But that kind of nonsense, I don't do well with Facebook on that kind of nonsense, because I really want to yell at people, and I don't hold back on yelling at people. And a lot of the times I will call people idiots or whatever when they say really stupid shit. And that apparently is not the way you're supposed to interact with friends or friends on Facebook. You're supposed to be nicer about it, but I am not. So I have had people say that they're gonna come find me and beat the shit out of me because I've called them idiots. I don't even know how many times I've been called a liberal cuck, because I've called people idiots for, you know, for climate change denial and chemtrails and whatnot. So it's no fun, which I think is probably why I prefer saying those things on, like, YouTube and Twitter, because even though I will still piss people off, at least it's not like people I have to see the next day, which I kind of like. I give up on Facebook. Yeah, no reason not to. Yeah, you just end up pissing people that you unfortunately are still stuck with. Because it's not like you can, you know, especially, like, I have a few Facebook friends that are, like, coworkers and stuff. And I don't add coworkers to my Facebook, but coworkers will add me, and I always feel kind of like, I feel like I have to accept the friend request, because I will otherwise have to see them the next day and have to explain, like, why I didn't. And that's not something I want to do. Just explain why I don't want to be friends with them. So I tend to accept it, and then I tend not to say anything too controversial on Facebook. I tend to just, you know, post pictures of Hobbs or post pictures of my wife and I. A lot of my family is on Facebook, especially a lot of my long distance family, because most of my mom's side of the family lives in Mexico, and so that part of the family, Facebook is more or less the only way to keep up with what they're doing. And so when it comes to them, I'll let, you know, it's why I have Facebook, because then I can find out what's going on with them. But other than that, it's full of stupid stories and quizzes and whatnot, and I don't know. I think it was I was done with it at some point, but I can't be, like, done with it because of the fact that it's the only way to communicate with some of my family members. So I still keep it around. I doubt I'll ever share with any of you. Actually, there's a couple. Geistview, I think, and I are Facebook friends. There's a couple other people who I think are Facebook friends. If you really want to see crazy, watch 24/7 Nibiru channel. Put a cloud in front of the sun and they go bonkers. That's not at all. That's not being a liberal cock, because asking proper questions in science and ongoing the conclusion we're still doing some bad stuff. Yep. Old people believe in God with no evidence, but climate change denial. Climate change denial is surprisingly popular. One of the things that amazes me is so if you probably all know who Steven Crowder is. He's a big conservative climate change denials. Potholer challenged him to a debate, or not challenged him, like took on a challenge to debate him, and then Steven Crowder was a little bitch and didn't show up to actually debate, which was hilarious. But so if you know, so that's Steven Crowder. One of the things that happened during this year's MythCon, which I think, and I don't know for sure anymore, but I think MythCon's supposed to be like an atheist or skeptic group. But one of the things that happened this year during MythCon was that there was a giant crowd who cheered for Steven Crowder, which just absolutely astounded me because it's this fucking science denying dude on the internet, and somehow people Jesus is a myth. Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I don't know if they're supposed to be a group of of atheists or skeptics, but when you have a crowd of people at your show cheer for Steven Crowder, then I like, that's a little sad. Like, you don't get more far removed from being a skeptic than, you know, us climate change denying I don't know, Steven Crowder. Like, but apparently he's very popular among a certain group of people, which I was astounded that such a thing happens. But what do I know? I don't know what's popular anymore. I'm just some old guy on the internet who draws cat girl, so, you know, take my opinion with all the grains of salt. I'm gonna try to get these eyeballs correct the first time around. Oh, there we go. Bam. Bam. Sorry, like, I got really quiet because I need to focus on, like, not fucking up eyeballs. There we go. Okay, we got eyeballs. We got eyeballs. Increase the ocean by 1 degree and then wonder at strong storms. I know, right? It's crazy how much evidence there is. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things that it's unfortunate, but I'm fairly certain that nothing's gonna get done about it. Like, I don't want to be that cynical, but I'm fairly certain that nothing's gonna be done about climate change until it's way too late, and, you know, there's most of Florida is underwater, and there's nothing we can do about it. And then at that point, it's going to be too late, because unfortunately the people who run the government care more about the money that they make from oil companies or whoever pays them off than they care about, you know, actual environment. Not just the environment. It's not about caring about the environment. If you don't want to be a fucking hippie about it, that's fine. You don't have to be a hippie about it. You don't have to care about the environment. You don't have to care about the turtles or whatever. But you should at the very least care about the fact that this is the planet you fucking live on. And I feel like that's not a very contentious thing to say, is I live on this planet and I don't want to die in it. Call the Dutch. We've been living below sea level for centuries. It's true. Like, yeah, I don't. That's the other thing. Like you get a lot of this, like, you know, all these hippies with their climate change stuff, saving the environment, and that's not the point. It's not about saving the environment. The environment's gonna be fine. The world's gonna be fine. We're not saving the Earth. It's not about saving the Earth. It's not about saving the turtles. It's not about saving, you know, the planet or whatever. It's about having a planet that we can fucking live on. And I feel like that shouldn't be a contentious thing, because we all live on it. But apparently I am wrong. And saying things like, you know, let's have renewable resources is apparently it's a controversial thing to say nowadays, which is super sad. Who was that jackass? Ben Shapiro, fucking, I guess, owning the libs or whatever he does. Had probably one of the stupidest comments or debunks of climate change, or not climate change, just renewable energy. Is he said that something about, like, renewable energy, like, there's no such thing as renewable energy because the laws of thermodynamics. And I don't even know how you respond to something that stupid. Like we can't work on renewable energy, not because renewable energy is difficult to obtain, or because renewable energy requires a fundamental change in the way that we do things. No, we can't have renewable energy because renewable energy goes against the laws of thermodynamics. Because the name renewable energy goes against the laws of thermodynamics. That's why we can't have it. And that I don't even know how you respond to something that's stupid. I honestly don't. Remind Shapiro the Earth is not completely closed system. Oh no, that's the law of thermodynamics. not the law, you know. So, I mean, you can't renew energy, right? Like, once energy is used, it's lost or whatever. It's so, it's baffling stupid. I don't even know why he thinks that he can use the word thermodynamics. He can't even use the word thermodynamics correctly. It's a lot of stupid, but how do you explain that kind of stupid? Like, how do you explain to someone that they're being that stupid? I don't know. I don't know how you do that. Who knows? Okay, we're gonna try. Yeah, we'll try to use this pencil. We'll try to get some. I think I have some nice patterns hanging around my phone here. Because I had some earlier. Saved for when I did Godless Craniums drawing. I had a few lace patterns hanging around. Is that the lace pattern I want to use? Yeah, let's use this one. Why not? Why not? We'll use this lace pattern. Yeah. Every knot throws up the second law, the second law of thermodynamics. It's true. It's surprising how often that comes up. Just the thermal law makes him batty. It's true. Yeah. Oh goodness, can I draw this? Look at your example, R&D. It's true. Look at my example. Let's see. We'll go. So we got some lacy bits. We'll cut off these lacy bits, like that. Okay, and then this part will be darker, like that. Get some leg action going here, and then at the bottom we'll do a little. I don't know if I like these lacy bits. I'm gonna see if I can find a different set of lacy stockings somewhere. Feels good? No. Let's see. What else? Dunning-Kruger, it's real. I know, right? Stockings. Sorry, I'm gonna try not to go too quiet while I look up stockings here. The thing that with stupid is that they often don't understand what you said and then label you the stupid one. It's true. There's a lot to be said about the Dunning-Kruger effect. Somebody said that I was being Dunning-Kruger-y effective, however you would noun that or verb it. Because of my video on Armored Skeptic. I don't know. Is that it? That can't be all the pictures of stockings. Let's try over here. Schoolgirl outfits. Stockings. Oh, there's a little nabby sound effect in this song. I didn't realize that. That's cool. Ah, there it is. Oh no, let's try this one. I like that one. Okay. Well, this has a nice little pattern to it. We'll go with this pattern. I like this one better. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people who don't understand how stupid they are. It's unfortunately a very real problem that happens. I'm not I guess if you disagree with me, you can call me or say that I'm stupider than I think I am, but I try not to think that I am. I don't know. Maybe I am stupid. But if I am, dear listener who isn't listening, who thinks I'm wrong but doesn't actually listen to my channel, If I am, that's fine. I'd actually have no problem with being ignorant about a thing. So just tell me how I'm ignorant instead of actually like just being like, oh, you are showing how stupid you are, and I don't have time to correct you or to explain to you why you're so wrong. That's bullshit. I've had a couple people say that, like, and throughout all my videos, just, you know, like, oh, you're so stupid, I can't even explain to you how stupid you are. It's like, well, then shut up. 'Cause I don't mind being wrong about things at all, but if you're gonna claim that I'm wrong about something, at least, like, tell me what I'm wrong about so that I can fix it. Otherwise, I can't fix it, and that kind of pisses me off more than anything else, that I might be wrong about something and that I don't even know. What's that thing about, like, the things that we don't know, or the things that we, like, that's the stuff that pisses, that especially if somebody else knows that I'm wrong. Like, I have such a pet peeve about people who don't tell me that I'm doing something wrong and just let me keep doing it wrong. That really pisses me off. I am, like, just tell me that I'm doing it wrong and I'll fix it and I'll stop doing it wrong. Instead of just letting me be wrong forever. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Hey, sweetie, I'm sorry, I haven't said hi to my sweetie yet. How's it going? I'm good. I'm not sure I got the legs right on Creationist Cat here, but...
Oh, this is Creationist Cat?
Yep. We went full kawaii. Look at those eyes.
Wow, well, you sure did.
Oh. Yep. She's the creepiest thing I've drawn since I started doing this. So.
You need to, you know, make her eyes sparkle a little more.
A little bit more.
Drop a little dew dot on
Oh, goodness, maybe. Alright.
There's my 2 cents.
Alright, cool beans. Thank you, sweetie.
Hi, Creationist Cat, if you're watching. You're awesome.
I wish Creationist Cat was watching. I'm not sure he loves me that much. But you are awesome, Creationist Cat, if you do watch this. You might know a person is wrong, but you do not go right to they're stupid. What? Oh, like explaining to people that they're wrong and just saying you're stupid rather than explaining it. Yeah. I've been trying to be nicer. I don't know. One of the things that I did a lot when I first started my channel was be a dick. And I've been trying to tone that down a little bit to sort of follow my own advice about trying to explain to people why they're wrong. There's definitely people who I don't think they're wrong by ignorance. I think they're wrong by design. Like Jism, like I don't think he's wrong because he doesn't know any better. I think he definitely knows well enough. But he's gonna continue to say his nonsense because it pays the bills. So I think with people like him, I'm less kind about those kinds of things. So I'm gonna try to find a nice light shade here. No. Let's see what I got. That's nice and light. How light are you? Oh, come on. I have a light one. Let's try an H. There we go. When I explain things to some people, I don't directly say stupid, but it's certainly implied after the third interaction with them. Yeah. I mean, it can be hard after you know, you can only explain things so many times before it gets exhausting. Like, I don't know. There was I think I pointed this out in one of my Marty Leeds videos, because Marty Leeds is one of those people who's also like, if you're not like super nice to me all the time, you're wrong just because you're not super nice to me all the time. Which is also bullshit. Like, no, Marty, people aren't nice to you because of that. It's just that, you know, people get tired of explaining the same nonsense over and over again. Like, you know, you can only explain You can only explain that you're using like the wrong math so many times before you just get exhausted. Whoops. Well, I guess we're gonna shadow that in. Oh, that was a thing that I did not intend to happen, but you know it happened, so there we go. We have decided what part of the picture the light's coming from. There we go. Yeah, and people can be like that. People, especially, like I said, Marty Leeds is one of them. And I give Marty Leeds crap for that, for being one of those people who's very much in like you treat me super nicely and you never say like a single bad thing about me, or you are obviously just using ad hominems and not attacking my actual point as much as you might attack his actual points. And I've given him crap for that. Marty, if you watch this, because I know you sometimes watch my videos and leave comments. That's more the thing that ever pisses me off about you, is that you think that you can't, like, people need to be like super nice to you all the time while you get to be kind of a dick. That's not okay either. Like Nathan O, having a photo of the wind turbine up during his live stream and not understanding it was a bad choice for a flat Earth, and when it was pointed out, inventing various angles. Yeah, there's a lot of dishonesty going on too. I always wonder how much of it is like genuine, like cognitive dissonance, or just genuine you know, they genuinely believe this stuff, and it's just too difficult to change their mind. Like, how much of it is that, and how much of it is like Nathan Oakley, I'm pretty sure a lot of his is that he makes money off of the flat earth stuff. So how much of it is he gonna just say just because that's his paycheck? And how much of it is he actually saying it because he believes it? I don't know. I don't want to assume things, but at the same time, he seems like the kind of guy who would be dishonest for a buck or two. Same thing with Jism, which is why, like, I don't think Jism is an idiot. I think he's smart, but not in a way that, you know, is actually useful smart. Just smart in the way that gets him money. And so that's, you know, good for him, but I don't think he's misunderstanding the evidence, or, you know, what you present to him. I think he's deliberately not understanding it because that's his job. And I think there's quite maybe a few too many people like that on the flat earth side. On other sides as well, I heard, not that I follow her or whatever, but he may in fact be dishonest, but he is clearly stupid. Yeah, I could see why you would think that. I don't think, like I said, I don't think he is at least stupid in the traditional sense of just like not understanding things, but that's my opinion. I think he's more dishonest than stupid, I guess. We'll go with this one. Get some shades in here. Get some shade under the skirt. There we go. There we go. Get some shadows in all these things. All these places need shadows. He kind of stupidity is a social stupidity. I don't know. Yeah. I was actually listening to in case you don't, because I kind of want to make a video about this, and I might, if I can ever get my shit together about making videos. I was actually learning about this last week in class about we were learning about Gardner's Gardner's multiple intelligences, which is a way to describe human intelligence. And one of the things that not really stood out, but I thought was kind of cool, that my professor pointed out that multiple intelligences, that different genders have, are sort of better, you know, or tend to do better at different intelligences. And, you know, it's not that it's all that groundbreaking of a statement to say, or controversial or anything, but I found it, you know, she just said it. It's like, this, you know, just so you know, this is a true thing about psychology and multiple intelligences. So I thought it was interesting, and kind of kept it in the back of my brain place. And earlier this week, I saw that Jordan Peterson had appeared on Dr. Oz, which should already put, you know, if you weren't skeptical about Jordan Peterson before, the fact that he's on Dr. Oz should set off like a billion alarms. And one of the things that he said was not necessarily talking about Gardner's intelligences, but he did say something along the lines of, you know, it's controversial in psychology to say that men and women have, you know, different personalities, and it took me back to my class that I'd had like a week ago, a freshman level class where the professor was like, yeah, no, gender makes a difference in human intelligence, in sort of like what kind of intelligence you have. And so how entirely full of bullshit that Jordan Peterson snippet was. So I kind of want to make a video pointing that out, and finding a bunch of studies that talk about multiple intelligence, and gender, and how those studies exist, and how it's not controversial to think that women are better at some things than men, and the other way around. Because it's not controversial. No one thinks it's controversial to think that some genders are better at certain kinds of things than others. I think what people forget, and I don't know, maybe it's just bad communication skills by academia, that it's not, you know, it's not that it's controversial. It's a controversial thing. It's that it's the people who take it as like, oh, because women are better, or, you know, are better at this one kind of intelligence, then we should maybe limit them to only have jobs in those kinds of intelligence, or hobbies in those kinds of intelligences, and not allow them into other kinds of jobs, hobbies, or whatever. And I think that's more of the problem, is that the people who take it way too seriously and want to define human existence by whether we're supposed to be good at a certain thing or not, based on a, you know, fucking intelligence exam. So I think that's the part that's controversial, not the actual like existence of the fact that some people are better at certain things than others. All right. She is looking quite kawaii. There we go. Put some shadow in there. Some shadow in there and under there. There we go. No kidding, men and women are different. Earth-shattering. All you need to see is what kind of shoes they buy and how excited they go over them. I love shoes. But no, I mean, there's studies definitely showing that, you know, men tend to have more intelligence towards like logic and math and stuff, and that's okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, you know, that doesn't mean you can define that, you know, women can't be engineers, or therefore women can't, you know, be part of you know, math things. That's the dumb part. Okay, I think we are almost done. The only thing that we're missing here is there are some colors that Creationist Cat has that we're gonna add here. So we're gonna find what is hopefully not gonna be a super dark. There we go. Because Creationist Cat's, we're gonna try to get the hair to sort of match, because Creationist Cat has like darker hair around the ears here, some darker hair, and then it kind of gets darker up here So we're going to darken this up a little bit, and then it kind of goes down into this end here. And then down a little bit here. There we go. And this part's sort of the darker part of Creationist Hat's hair. Like that, and like that, and then down here. Okay. And then the other part's a lot lighter. So we're gonna just get those colors in, and I think we would be all done with our Creationist Cat sexy fan art. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. There we go. Got the ears. There we go. Ah. Well, there we go, guys. I think we're all finished for today. With our Creationist Cat fan art. She is the creepiest thing I've ever I was ever gonna do that. Don't forget to draw a tentacle monster. I know. Oh goodness. Maybe I'll place this drawing next to my drawing of Dan. We won't draw a full tentacle monster, but we will draw a hint of it. A hint of the tentacle monster. I'm probably gonna erase this before I actually like finish it, but there we go. There's your tentacle monster. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on this slightly creepy drawing of Creationist Cat. I will clean this up just a little bit more, erase all the extra bits that I drew, and send it out on the Twitters. But thank you all for joining me. Hopefully this is something I can get into the habit of doing again. I do really enjoy the drawing bits, and I enjoy drawing fan art for some of the people that I really like. I have a pretty good idea of something I want to draw for Hugo and Jake. That might happen soon, because I thought of something, and I think it'd be oddly disturbing and great at the same time. So that might happen for Hugo and Jake. But for now, maybe next Wednesday I can actually get back into this and draw some Sean Hufford. I have some ideas for that. Otherwise, I am working really hard on getting a video done this week. I found a very cringy Christian couple giving dating advice. So I'm working on that script, and hopefully I'll have it done pretty soon. We can have a fun make fun of some Christian dating advice. But besides that, thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate your company and hanging out and giving me some advice on how to draw a sexy Creationist cat. Thank you all. Have yourselves a good day, and I will see you all next time.